Google just dropped a video AI that costs almost nothing, works inside Workspace, and it's already putting Sora on the defensive. And honestly, nobody saw this coming the way it actually happened. So here's the thing. For the last year, everyone's been obsessed with OpenAI's Sora. It's the flashy one. It makes insanely detailed videos from text. It's impressive. It's viral. But Sora's been stuck in a weird place. It's been in limited beta. It's expensive when it does roll out. And it's been positioned as this premium, almost untouchable thing. OpenAI's playing the scarcity game. Then Google shows up and does something way more interesting than just making a better video generator. They made it cheap, they made it accessible, and they bundled it directly into the tool literally billions of people use every single day for work. Google Vids is the name. And what it does is this. You give it a prompt, some images, maybe a rough script, and it generates a polished video, talking head, B-roll, voiceover, the whole thing, in minutes. No film degree required. No $20 per video. It's built into Google Workspace, which means if you're already paying for Gmail and Drive and Sheets, you basically already have access to this. Now, here's where it gets interesting for the AI war that's actually happening right now. Sora is better at raw creativity. If you want a cinematic, hyper-detailed video that looks like it cost $50,000 to produce, Sora's still the move. But that's not what most people need. Most people need to turn a boring internal presentation into something watchable. Most people need to make a social media clip from a script in 20 minutes instead of 20 hours. Most people need it to not cost extra money. Google wins on all three of those fronts. And here's the thing that actually matters. Google controls the distribution layer. When you're in Gmail or Google Drive, you're not thinking about switching to a different tool. You're thinking about solving the problem in front of you right now. Sora requires you to go somewhere else, use a different interface, pay separately, and wait for access. That's friction. Google just eliminated it. But it's not just about convenience. There's a strategic play here that's way bigger. Google's essentially saying, we're not going to compete with Sora on flashiness. We're going to compete on ubiquity. We're going to make video generation so normal, so integrated into how people work, that not using it becomes the weird choice. By the time someone's choosing between Sora and Google Vids, they've already made 10 videos in Vids without thinking about it. There's also a data angle that matters. When you make a video in Sora, OpenAI sees it. When you make a video in Google Vids, Google sees it. And Google already knows everything else about you. Google gets to understand your workflow, your content, what you're trying to communicate. That's the kind of data advantage that compounds over years. OpenAI is building a point product. Google's building a system. Now, Sora isn't dead. Not even close. For creators, for filmmakers, for anyone who needs absolute visual quality and creative control, Sora's probably still the best tool on the market. But Sora's now fighting for the premium segment. It's the professional's choice. Google Vids is the default. And defaults win in technology almost every single time. Here's what's wild though. This is exactly how Google's beaten everyone else. They didn't beat Microsoft Office by building a better Word document. They built Docs inside Gmail and made it free and collaborative. They didn't beat Photoshop by building a better image editor. They built a basic one inside Photos and made it instant. They don't beat Adobe by being better at everything. They beat them by being better at the 80% of tasks that don't need Adobe. Sora's the premium tool. Google Vids is the tool everyone uses because it's already there. The real question now is whether OpenAI can move fast enough to make Sora accessible enough to matter in the mainstream. Because right now, Google's playing chess and Sora's still thinking it's playing checkers. Sora's focused on being the best video generator. Google's focused on being the video generator you use because you're already logged in. And that's a much harder position to defend against. If you actually want to stay ahead of this stuff, and I mean the real moves, not just the hype, subscribe. I break down what's actually happening in AI every few days, not just what OpenAI wants you to think is happening. Because there's always more to the story than the press release.